Yasama Ayankandi, Sitari Dami, Adi Wasiti, because of this candidate, this endurance endures cold and sore. Adana Upri Arabitawa, Wasiti, Adana Upri was in above of one's own. Above yourself. Above yourself means so we don't, discard them. We don't discard them. We make those painful experience above us. We put those painful experience above us. We make them to stay. Wasiti. Wasiti means, wasadi is to stay. Wasiti means to make one to stay. Na asahaman hotawan na nirasati. Nirasati means a discard, throw away. Na nirasati, don't throw away. Asahamana hotawa. Asahamana hotawa, because of not enduring, he doesn't give up, he doesn't discard those painful experiences like a cold and heat. So adana ubri arabidawa waseti, adi waseti. Adi waseti is a combination of the two words. Adana ubri means the meaning of the adi. Waseti is waseti. Adana ubri arabidawa, put them above ourselves, which means we don't give up them. We keep them and we make them to stay. Asaha mana hodawa. Going to the second sentence. Asaha mana hodawa. No have been being endured, we don't discard. Because we cannot endure that, okay, we give up. We discard that. These sita and the cold and the heat, we make those cold and the heat and so on live above us, which means we don't discard them. When we endure it, those painful experiences are still associated with us. Now, for example, one of the Thera, he lives in the open space. It is very hot in the sun. But he doesn't give up such an experience, the heat experience. He still keeps it. But his mind is changed. His way of thinking is changed. In this way, it is called adiwasati. That's some adiwasana ti ojadiri viridapa. Okay, underline the sentence. Later, I think if you have time, you can read the sentence and think about okay. Adana ubri arobidawa. Wasedi yewa na asahamana hodawa nirasati. For example, if you have children or if you have disciples or students or young children, they are noisy because they are children. Because they are noisy, we cannot give up them. We need to teach them, or maybe we try to forbid that. For example, for the families, in the families, the parents that have children, children are very noisy. Sometimes they make disturbance. The parents are forbid that, endure that. So they live with such a disturbance, troubles. It is called adiwasiti. So according to the adiwasiti, we don't run away. We face the difficulties, problems bravely. Because this place is very hot, we don't run to the sunset. Sunset is very cold. We don't come back to the Yango. So if we cannot endure it, we are running all the time. So the Buddha said also in the story of the Magandiya, the Buddha was schooled by the people. So like they hired a group of bad people. Okay, you shout the Buddha. You spread a bad word for the Buddha. You rebuke the Buddha. So in the city, they shouted, they rebuked to the Buddha. Then Venerable Ananda reported to the Buddha, I heard such a rebuke about the Buddha. We should not live here. We should move to another city. The Venerable Ananda, recommended to the Buddha. The Buddha said, okay, in that city also, if you experience such a rebuke, how do you do? We move to another city. So it is not like this. Okay, where the quarrel or argument or problems arise, in that place, we should seize the problem. We should settle with the problems. We should deal the problems. So the Buddha stayed there. The Buddha said, those rebukes or shouting or scold is no more than 7 days. After 7 days, they will disappear, the Buddha said. So the adivasana means even though the difficulties we face, but we don't run away from the difficulties. We face them bravely. That is called adivasana. According to this commentary, we can understand like this. Normally, when we have problems, we run away. Then we again face another issues. Then we run away. Never, running away is never stops unless. Okay, now we are going to study Pri-Vijana Bahadava Asawa. Okay, now I want to read that paragraph 25. Kadameja Bekaway. So this Pri-Vijana Bahadava Asawa also can be seen in the Vinayas. So some places are not recommended for the monks to visit. For example, the place of the prostitution, the liquor house. So such 5 places the monks should not visit. So by visiting those places, that they may face a danger or their sila, morality, will be destroyed because of those unsuitable experiences. Experiences. Here also, Pri-Vijana Bahadava also. Pri-Vijana Bahadava, okay, what we should use, what we should endure now, what we should avoid to be free from asawas. The Pri-Sangha Yoni so Jandam Hate, Pri-Vajeti, Jandam Asam Pri-Vajeti. He avoids the wild elephant, wild horse. So Jandam means a wicked or bad. A bad or wicked elephant, bad or wicked horse. Jandam Gonam Pri-Vajeti, wild ox or wild bull, he avoids. Jandam Goguram Pri-Vajeti, he avoids the wicked or bad dog, a hen, snake, a he, Khanu, stem or tree. So where there is full of the stem of trees, there is not to visit there, not suitable to visit such a place. The similarly, Kantaka Thana. What is a Kantaka? According to the Bali, it is thorn. So Kantaka is a thorn. So it is like the place, that you have been. There are many shrubs. The shrubs are full of, the thorns. The Sutta is a kind of, a kind of chasm. So Babata, cliff. So rock cliff. Babata, rock cliff. The Jandanika, dirty pool. The cesspit also translated. So only Gala also, a similar meaning with the Jandanika, dirty pool, where the waste are thrown away. The only Gala is the place, the pool, small lake, in a small pool, where the water flows with, like a wash, the water from the wash mouth. Some impurity things after the childbirth. Those places are called the oligala, very dirty places. Those places also the monk should not visit, he should avoid them. Okay, now I want you to see the English translation. Okay, now we are going to see the commentary. So, Brisinga Yoniso, Janda Hatin, Priwajadi, Hansamanodi, Jandasa Hatisa Asani, Natadaba. Okay, so I'm monk, no problem, I can stand, I should stay near the elephant, wicked elephant. The other day we visited, the Wingabore elephant camp. But fortunately, the elephants there they are tamed elephants. So if you have to experience such a wicked elephants, oh, I'm Samana, I'm Bhikkhu. This elephant knows Bhikkhu, he cannot endanger me. Don't think about like this. Don't need any Marana Bisia, Marana Madame Dokan, even Ubayina, Patina, Bajina, Pechoquato, Janda had a Briwajedi, Breakamadi. The Ubayina, Patina, so wisely, now we have already know. So now we are going to analyze some important words. So Kandagatanam. So Kandaganam Tanam. Yata Kandaga Vijanita Okasa. Where there are thorns, that place is called Kandagatana. So I think it is no need to say we should avoid. We should avoid that place. Because of going to that place, sometimes the people are, they are irrational. They are pride of what they should not be pride of. Okay, I'm a samana, I can go to anywhere, but avoid that place. where the thorns are full of. The Subandi Sabado Prechana Dadan. This is a Kazam. Baba Dandi Egado Chaina Dadan clip. Jandani Gandhi Oche Dodaka Kaba Maladina Chatanatana. The Chatanatana, where those impurities are thrown away. Chatana. They threw impurities in those places. What kind of things? Ocheta Udaka. Don't be mistaken with the Ocheta. Ocheta is the root is cheat. Here is the root is cease. Ocheta Udaka. Ocheta Udaka means the water, after we wash our mouth, the wastewater. The Gabba Mala, Gabba means the childbirth. Gabba Mala means, like a pregnancy. Mala is impurity. So the two words are mean, the impurities, the impure things which come with the childbirth. Those impure things, which waters are thrown away, that place is called Jantanika. So only Gala is Tisan Yivasa Katama Dina, Katama Adinam Santano Kasa. We can translate the place, so where the water flows with the mud, with those impure things. So Siwa also translated in the Big Board is also okay. But the old dictionary is translated dirty pool near the village. Jandaniga, Oligan, in that dirty pool, every waste, every dirty things are thrown away. Janu Matambi, Asuji Brida Hoti. Even though it is just knee deep, it is full of impure things, impurities. Dwebicha Edani Tanani, Amanusa Dotani Hondi. Those places are, Amanusa, like a demons, ghosts, this is the place where those demons, ghosts, they used to live. That's what Matani Wijitabani. So Anasana and the Agojara. Anasana means unsuitable sitting. Ayutta means unsuitable. Agojareti, Ayutta Gojaro. Ayutta unsuitable. Gojara, original meaning of Gojara is a pascha. So, like the place, unsuitable place, where the monks usually go for alms. Ayutta Gojara. This Agojara is that the place we should know. Unsuitable place means the prostitution, where the prostitution is situated, where the liquor house is situated. Those places are Gojara. What is a Babaga Meta? Dosila. Meta Pati Rupagam is a false friend. So we should not follow them. We should not follow Dosila. We should not follow false friend. Okay, in the original text, the Yata Rupe Agojare Charandam, Yata Rupe Anasani Nisaina, Yata Rupe Agojare Charanda, Yata Rupe Pabagi made it Bajanta, when you Sabjama Jari, Pabagi Sutani Su Okapeyo. So danger Anasana, danger Agojara, danger Pabagi made it, Prit Sankayoni so. So danger anasana, such an unsuitable sitting, unsuitable place, false friend, he avoids. Yatarube asani nisainam, Yatarube agojare charanda, Yatarube babage made pajanda. why he should avoid such an unsuitable place, unsuitable sitting, false friend? Because his friends, bhikkhus, Sabrahmachari. Sabrahmachari means the monks. So you live together, you practice together with them, you practice holy life together with them. That is a Sabrahmachari. You are companions, a good companions. May suspect or may believe, because you are living in such a place, you are wandering in such a place, you are sitting in such an unsitting, you are sitting in the unsuitable place, because you are following such a bad friends and the false friends. You are companions who practice holy life with you may suspect, or you are doing bad things. Papagesu, Tanesu, Okabe. So Okabe, your original meaning of the Okabe is believe or trust. But according to the context, they might believe that you are doing bad things because you are wandering with the bad people, because you are sitting in the unsuitable sitting, because you are wandering in the unsuitable place, then you might do something bad. They might suspect you. They might suspect that monk. Because of this, it is better to avoid such a place. So according to this Pali, also what we understand is the Buddha's compassion we can feel. Okay, don't follow bad friends. Because by following the bad friends, our asava will increase. So don't go to such unsuitable places. Maybe for the monks, if he goes to the nightclub, for example, it is a very unsuitable, improper place. By going there, so by seeing unsuitable objects, so kilesa asava will increase sure. Even though, according to the explanation in the commentary, there is no manasikaraniya dhamma, but it is true. Whatever objects we experience, we should keep our yoniso manasikara. But at the same time, we should avoid unsuitable places also, because we can keep our yoniso manasikara to remove kilesa. Because of this, don't go those places. Because even though you may keep your yoniso manasikara, you may control your mind, not for the rising of those asavas, but the other people, the other companions may suspect. Because you are used to go to those places, so you are also doing bad things. You are committing the offenses. They might suspect. This also means, even though we do something good, but we should look at, so what, a good company has to think. This is good, okay, because this is good, I will do that, like that. But at the same time, we should think about the feelings of other people. So, there are many chances of the rising of the asavas. The Buddha also said in many suttas, to have a good friend is 100% important for getting Sotapaddi megas. Without good friend, you cannot attain the Sotapaddi mega. So who is the best friend for the human beings in the world? The Buddha is the best friend. Because of the Buddha, Kalyanamita, the Buddha said, he refers to himself, Kalyanamita. So when he talk about to the Venerable Ananda, now you attain a Sotapaddi mega because of good friend like me. If the Buddha doesn't appear, we cannot know what is a Nama, what is a Rupa. What is Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, we cannot know. The Buddha is the best friend for the human beings. So a good friend is very important to attain the Sotapaddi mega. A bad friend, very dangerous to destroy our potentialities. Like for example, Ajada Sadhu. So Ajada Sadhu has a potentiality. You know the Ajada Sadhu diploma students? Yes, okay. This Ajata Sadhu has a potentiality to attain Sotapadimagga. But he associated with the bad friend like a Devadatta. He destroys all of his potentialities. He cannot attain the Sotapadimagga in this life. Besides, he committed such a heinous crime such as killing his father, taking the power. So, a bad prince is very serious, very dangerous for the people who follow like a liberation path. So to avoid them, it is very important. So the Buddha don't forget. Okay, now you need to follow, Vipassana Jnana, Dasana Bhadaba Asawa. Okay, you need to restrain your faculties, Jakundariya, Sodindariya. Okay, you need to Adiwasana, Padisevana, that you need to use the four requisites, the rope and so on. How to use also the Buddha expounded in detail. Okay, now you need to endure such a thing, but it is also still necessary to say you need to avoid those things. So by following, because if the Buddha didn't teach like this, we may think, okay, now I can control myself, I can go anywhere. In this way, okay, the control of ourselves is limited. If we cannot control, because our state in our, in ourselves, we have kilesas as an anusaya. Those anusaya kilesas cannot be removed, cannot be eradicated completely. Even though you believe yourself, I had developed Vipassana meditation very, very much, so my Vipassana Jnana is very strong. Whatever objects come to me, okay, I can control myself. But the kilesa is very tricky. The other day also I talk about, I don't have a desire for one jet, but I have a desire for 100 jets. So I don't have desire for, like a hat, but I have desire for a very beautiful bed. So these desires are very tricky. Because of this, we are tricked by the kilesas in the countless suck up the rebirth. So the Buddha said, it is necessary, it is very important to avoid those places. So what is a janda, hati, janda, asa? Wine dog, wine, elephant, wine, horses. So maybe if you face, like maybe when you see the wine, buffalo, for example, so there's one story also, in our country, that he develops a midday meditation, There's one, old monk. When he faced such a white buffalo, he said, "Oh, but the white buffalo doesn't know, He, so makes him, he push him, with his horn. But fortunately, he is not dead. So sometimes our midday is deep enough, strong enough, we can stop them. What I mean is, that we are just doing in the very little, but we read some stories. According to those stories, we think we can do that. So we cannot face a white elephant. It's better to run away. We cannot face a white tiger. Tiger is always white. So when the tiger came out of the chain, the cage, it's better to go away. The tiger will eat us. So janda hatam, janda asa, all of them make us to fear. The fear, what is fear? Fear is dosa. Fear is dosa. The depression is also dosa. Anger is also dosa. By facing, by confronting to those things, those animals, the dosa will increase. So not only the dosa, we might have the other asavas, kama asava, so bhava asava, data asava, avijja asava, all of asavas will increase. Okay, now we will continue. So hati adi nidanena, dukkena, potasa sukham patayado, kama savo obejati. Nati no sabati bo sukati bo idis and dokani bo one patent dasa bawaso. Mahati Mudati Mam Asadi Gaho data so. When we have such troubles, such a bad experience, at the time we have desire for happiness. This is Kama Soa. Nati no somebody but we sukati but it is and dokam. May I have the life with where such a suffering, such a misery doesn't exist. If we have desire like this, Bhava Sawa. So even though this and the elephant, this horse, even though they endanger us, still this is my elephant. The elephant is connected to us. This is a horse, my horse, for example. Gaho data so. Sabehi was sambudo, awaja so. Okay, now the next paragraph, Ime Chandi. I wanted to read. Okay, this Privijana Bahadaba is put into the list of the Sila Samvara. Why it is similarly nature with the Sila? In what case? By abstaining. When someone observes the Sila, what is special characteristic of the Sila is abstain. To abstain from killing, to abstain from stealing, and so on. So abstaining or abstinence is called Privijana. Here is no real Sila, but basic nature, abstinence is the same like a Sila. So the commentator put this Privijana Bahadava into Sila Samvara. Okay, how many Samvaras do you still remember? Okay, now repeat after you tell to me. Okay, no, we should change the list again. Sila, Sati, Jnana, okay? Sati should be second. Sila, Samvara, okay? Okay, now we know what is Samvara, so we should know what is the opposite things of those Samvaras. What is opposite of the Sila Samvara? Dosila. Okay? What is Sati Samvara? Opposite to the Sati Samvara. Okay, look back at your note. So opposite to the Sati Samvara is Mota Satya. No? Mota Satya. Okay. Opposite to the Sila Samvara is Dosila. So Samvara, what is Samvara? Restraint or prevent. Okay. Restraint and the prevent are stop. So Sila Samvara, what does it stop? It stops Dosila. Okay? Sati Samvara prevents, what does it prevent? Mota Satya. Okay. Jnana Samvara, opposite to the Jnana Samvara. Ajnana, okay. Khandi Samvara, opposite to the Khandi Samvara. Ekkhandi, okay. We can read the commentary easily if you know such a technical terms. Opposite to the Khandi Samvara is Ekkhandi. Opposite to the Viriya Samvara is Kosija. Okay, well, how many opposite of to these 5 samvaras? Dosila, Mota, Sajja, Anyana, Akandi, Kosija. Okay, say again to have fluent pronunciation. Okay, one more time. Okay, before we stop the class, I wanted to say, so 5 Upadana Khandas. The first one. So Rupu Padana Khanda, Vedanu Padana Khanda, Senyu Padana Khanda, we should be more fluent. Okay, one more time. Rupu Padana Khanda. Okay, great. Okay. We stop then now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.